What if the Earth had rings like Saturn?
Never dark. Just imagine, nights are never dark. It's lit up everywhere. It's chilly cold, quiet winters, and everything silent like the ice ages. This is what happens, actually, if the Earth had rings. Let me explain you that.
Like Jupiter, Saturn, if Earth had rings, just imagine the view. Having planetary rings visible in the sky will look way more spectacular, more than just a view. But if our planet gets this beautiful ring tomorrow, then much of the life will not survive or may change forever. It would not necessarily take another collision to form these rings around the Earth. We could just crumble the moon. And for that we need to imagine that moon moves a bit closer to Earth. If the gravitational pull which we exert on the moon increase by a bit, the moon will come closer. And then comes the concept of Roche Limit. There is a limit on how celestial bodies can be closer to each other. It's called the Roche Limit. If they get any closer than that, then the larger body will shred the smaller body into several small pieces. This Roche limit depends on the size, mass and density of two objects. For example, Sun rips up the comet who comes in 1.3 million kilometers distance. Similarly, the Earth will rip apart the comet who will come in 18,000 kilometers distance. For Moon, the Roche limit would be 9,500 kilometers. The ring which we get from the collision with Moon will be about 5,000 kilometers wide and around 9,000 kilometers thick. But unlike Saturn's icy rings, ours will be made up of rocks because we are way closer to the Sun and ice will not persist. Looking out of the sky, you will be able to see these rings every time on Earth.
But this video is not about how beautiful our planet will look. This video is all about what consequences it will have scientifically for the creatures and for many other things. Let me take you to that.
If you are just thinking about the view, you're wrong. There will be many scientific and environmental consequences after this. The rings suddenly hugging up the Earth will destroy internal navigation system of some animal. If not enough sunlight is making through the ring, it will affect photosynthesis. Trees will get dried up and so will the oxygen supply. In the shadow area of rings where the sunlight is not reachable, it will make those particular areas uninhabitable. We will be back in the ice age, snow everywhere, deep covered, every place inhabitable, and survival would be difficult in those particular areas. Communication satellites generally placed around the equator will find themselves in the storm of rock. They'll collide, they'll destroy, and navigation will not be possible. We need to find another way to keep the internet alive. Please forget them. These rings will look like a line at the equator and like the beautiful disk sideways. We will also have to develop another means of communication because mobile calls will not be possible after that. Space would never become our final frontier. It would not be possible for us to go in the space. These rocks around the planet will always act like the fences and we need to plan different things now.
So I'm glad our planet do not have those rings. If we would have those rings, God forbid, what would happen? So if you have any brilliant idea in your mind, please let me know in the comment section for the next video and we will make a video on that. Join the reality community. Till then, signing off.